Just a second. And so, hey, everybody, what's up? I apologize. Is it up, Corey? I apologize. Are we on? Are you all able to hear us? This is different. This is new. So, we got an impromptu, something different. Let us know if you all can hear us in the chat, please. Let us know if you can hear us. All right. Okay. All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the impromptu real life relationship growth get together, chat it up. This is different. I said we had a special episode today, and this is our special episode. Our topic today, y'all forgive me. I'm doing some stretching and reaching. You know, when I'm in the studio, it's right here in front of me, right? But this is the topic. This is the topic. What about your friend trying out a new mic? Corey B. Now, usually Corey is Corey's in the backdrop. She's in the background. She's on the side, and I bring her on camera. But we together today on the couch. We are doing our friends in the A weekend this weekend, and we have some friends. We got my girl Candy sitting there with me. Corey, Cindy, Candy, what's up?
Hey,
I
what's
miss
up?
you
What's
more
up?
naked.
Hey, y'all.
So we're using these mics. This is our first time using the mic, so we may have to pass the mic. We ain't gonna be dropping the mic, but we may have to pass the mic to make sure we have good volume and make sure you guys are hearing us. Excuse me for reaching up. Hey, Rebecca, what's up, babe? Rebecca, thank you can hear us well. That's perfect. I appreciate that. Appreciate you checking in. So, today is different. Usually we are live on Thursdays. Usually we're live on Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Real Life Relationship Growth. We live on Thursdays. But because we're having this special weekend, this special get together with friends, we decided it would be good for us to do it today. We, we decided to do it today. So y'all saw the intro, right? Y'all saw the intro. Let me do my thing. Gotta do my thing. So what's up? I'm Donna. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth. Chat it up, get together. We on the couch. This used to be Camper Conversations. It is now. It ain't even couch conversations. We just wherever we are, wherever we are. We have a crew of people that come on with us. It's a different day and a different time, so everybody's schedule is a little off. So we have other friends pop in. We may not. It doesn't matter. We gonna get. So listen, this is the criteria for you to be here, a part of this family. Okay, let me let y'all know what the criteria is. You have to be single. I think I would have this down by now. Single, dating, courting, engaged, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria for you to be here. That is the criteria. Now, I promise you, I'm pretty sure all of us fit into those categories. Fit there somewhere.
One of them, yep.
Yep, at least one of them. All of y'all, if you're adults, shouldn't be no babies on here. Shouldn't be no kiddos. But some of my Miss Dinah, I saw y'all like,
Oh no.
where your mom at?
What?
Get off.
Oh,
But the criteria for you to be here, that's the criteria as adults, as adults. So the whole purpose and point of the real life relationship growth is exactly what it says. It's to promote and encourage and help healthy growing relationships. That is the purpose. That is why we are here. We deal with the male, female, mother, father, husband, wife dynamic, which is the umbrella for everything else. Because you have kids, you have the blended family, you got the grandparents, you have the aunts, the uncles. So everything we talk about here is here to promote healthy, growing relationships. That is it. We're not here to bash anybody. We don't male bash. We don't female bash. We have some jokes sometimes. People get in their feelings a little bit sometimes. But it's all about love, right? It's all about love. So again, we are having the Friends Weekend in the A. We have lost some people. We have lost some people. Uh, we have people who are ill, people we haven't seen in years, people that we just wish we could see and talk to, and we just don't have that opportunity. So Gary, my boy Gary, reached out to my girl Corey. Corey reached out to me, and we was like, "Yo, let's do this thing. Let's come together, invite some people who have not been." Now, let me tell y'all how well this thing works. She in the backdrop. She not on the camera. My girl Lex Love is here. Now, if some of y'all know who Lex Love is, if y'all in the we running in the group, right? Yes. We running on the page. Lex Love is here. My nephew is 16. I had seen Lex. Dang, Peter was yeah, 10, 5, 10, 5. It's been some time. It's been some time. But Chi Chi reached out to Lex and said, "Yo, you gotta come. You gotta be there." She walked into the restaurant, and I was like, "Wow, wow, this young lady right here. I've seen her over and over and over and over and over on Facebook. On Facebook, we come from the same group that we all kind of started this friendship with. And listen, I got a hug today. It's like we're not just on camera. Camera. We got a little bit shy. We got some people also in the back. We got Miss Janice, Jada, aka Jada. She's in the room as well. She's here as well. She came out. She was the first one to get here. She flew in yesterday. Friday morning. She was the first one to get here. Cornelia is here. She taking her time. She had to take a nap. Understand it. Wow. Candy's sister is here, and she brought a friend, Jasmine. And she brought another friend. Junie is here. Kwame came through. Chi Chi, like I said, and we have a host of brothers that just like we gonna see y'all in the nightlife part of it. We have a whole itinerary this weekend, y'all, for this day. So the brothers were like, "We gonna see y'all later." We like, "All right, okay, okay." So we had a chance to worship together this morning. We went to church. We had a chance to go and eat. We go to the Cheesecake Factory. We was a little too hungry to wait for 2 hours. So we ended up somewhere else. We ended up somewhere else. We did eat. And now we are here, y'all. So we're not gonna tell y'all what's going on tonight. Getting into some shenanigans tonight. If you're not on the page, you don't. But that's all right. But again, this whole thing is about friendship. This whole thing is about friendship. Y'all see the topic. What about your friends? What about your friends? So a lot of times, you know the term blood is thicker than water? Not always true. Not always true. There's nothing wrong with blood. There's nothing wrong with family. We have our ups and we have our downs. That's life. That's what it's about. But sometimes there are people that were not in your birth bloodline. They were not in your birth bloodline. And y'all like this. Y'all are so close. So we gonna get started on this thing. Again, the topic. What about your friends? What about your friends? Real quick, y'all. We're doing this thing called accountability partners. So when I was in the military, anybody knows anything about the military? You have your battle buddies. That's the person that was responsible for you, and you were responsible for them. You didn't go to the bathroom in the field without your battle buddy. You didn't go see the medic if you were sick without your battle buddy. Everywhere you were, your battle buddy either knew where you were, and they was right beside you in the trenches wherever you were. Hey girl, hey Paulette, everywhere. That's another one right there, Paulette, my girl. Um, they were with you. So we decided this weekend we're gonna get battle buddies. We're gonna get battle buddies. Although all of us have seen each other at some point or another on Facebook, in the group or whatever, on different outings occasions that there have been, um, to actually get a phone number and actually say, "Hey, man, how you doing? Or, hey, girl, how you doing?" But this is even deeper than that, right? Say, for instance, Candy is going out of country. Say, for instance, she's going out of country. I know she got a sister and everything, but her accountability partner, she gonna get him a call or get him a text and say, "Hey, I'm leaving June 13th. Um, I'll be gone. I'm going to Africa. I'll be back. Hey, Kevin, I'll be back such and such time. And this is how you can reach me if something happens." It's not about being in each other's business because we grown. Some things are private and personal. One thing my mother always taught me as a woman, though, you never go anywhere that no one does not know where you
Say
are.
that.
Never, never,
Say
never.
that.
I don't care how grown you are. You never go anywhere without someone knowing where you are. So this accountability thing is about that. And it's not just for the ladies, for the fellas too. For the fellas too. Let somebody know where you are, what you're doing, and how to reach you in the event of emergency. That's what accountability partner is. All right, Kevin. Friends. How many of us have them? Real ones, that is. Hey, that's what we
That's right.
talking about, Kev. That's what we talking. So, okay, in my world, we don't want to miss anybody. Paula, it's funny I can read it from here.
How about that? I'm, okay.
Yeah, because when you get older,
Yeah.
you do like this. And that's what's happening right now. I'm just not getting it out. It's way out there. So Paula said, in my world, no sister of mine is left behind. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Now, Paulette, I know for a fact is a biker. She rides. She
Got you.
rides.
All
So
right.
that sisterhood, I know what you're talking about. That's right. You leave nobody behind. So, ladies, I'm gonna stop talking 'cause I've been doing a lot, right? I've been doing a lot. So I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the question. Look at Kevin. Y'all. Kevin. We listen. Let me tell you about Kevin. Kevin has been following and supporting real life relationship growth since day one. And we're at year three. We're 3 years doing this thing. So Kevin comes on. Kevin is our jokester. Kevin is our male perspective um, every week. And we really appreciate you, Kevin. I love you, brother. Again, never seen Kevin in person, but one day we gonna hug. We are definitely going to
Would
hug.
have been great to show up this weekend, but
Yeah, Kev. We ain't gonna talk about you shouldn't be supposed to be
right.
here. Yeah, we cast a little bit sometimes. All right. So again, I'm gonna pass the mic. And he's cute.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
little bite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic, and I just want, and ladies, yeah, feel free. Y'all can still, give your input in the backdrop. Man, you coming on with us? You wanna come sit on the couch? You okay? We don't force nobody. We don't force nobody. So, um, topic. What about your friends? Friends. How many of us have? So, Candy, when you think of the word, you think of the word friend, friendship. What's the first thing that comes to you? Friendship.
When I think about friendship, I think of my day ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those who have, because I think when we're younger, we have so many friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at right now, where are they?
Right.
They're not here. So I'm just looking at longitude of how long some people who have been down with me, they've
Mm-hmm.
been with me, and they're still here with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I automatically think. And I can say that I have some good friends, but I can count them on one hand,
Yeah.
meaning friends for over 10, 15, 20, even 30, 35
Mm-hmm.
years. That's what I call friends.
Yeah.
So that's what comes up to mind. I think of those who've been with me for the long run.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What about you?
When I think of friends, I think of like I don't know, double L's, love and loyalty.
Mm.
Mhm.
And
Mm.
loyalty doesn't mean you got my back regardless. You got my back, but you goes like, "Hey, you're wrong.
Oh
You're
yeah.
Yep.
wrong about this." The one who will
Yes.
get in your behind tell you, nah,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you know better. If you don't, let me let you know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, those people, and you only do that when you love them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
don't want them to veer off or to fall off, whatever. So that's what I'm thinking about, like a friendship.
Ladies, anybody? We pay for these mics. We gonna use these mics.
I would say I think of um, somebody who is that ride or die. You'll do, uh, that I won't call it a togetherness, but it's more like someone that you can really helps you to be more free and get out there. The different things we can, do together, whether it's we just going karaoke tonight or help you to give you that push and try new things. Like I went to karaoke the other day and I got up there and because, my homegirl was sitting right there. I think I did the Jeffrey Woo Woo song. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey.
Woo, 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 woo. But I would have never did that if she wasn't with me.
Yeah.
So I like that. Like, give me that courage and just to be more fun, free, just adventurous. I think of that when I think of a friend. They help me to enjoy life more no matter what I'm going through. Even the point of if you're depressed, down, don't feel like getting up, I'm on my way, getting dressed. We going. That's what I think of. Like, give me that, give me that push. Yeah.
Okay. No? Yes, sir?
I would say that friend is the person that would pray with you. Because I have a friend right now. She's right now, and if I call her and she'll say, "Girl, let's just pray." And that's a good element with friends. Prayer.
Love it, love it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All of those things. I'm a military brat. So I've been a little bit of everywhere. Changed schools a lot. So I have a lot of people that I call associates. There are only a few that I call friends, male or female. There are only a few. I can count the ladies over here, count the men over here. Not that I separate them, but to say have friends. My mother told us growing up, everybody's not your friend.
That's right.
When we would come home and say, "Oh, I have a new friend," she's like, "No, they're your associates." From elementary school, my mother schooled us like that. They're your associates because she understood the word friend and she wanted us to understand what that really meant and what that really looks like. Because sometimes people will hurt your feelings. And you be like, "Oh, my friend." That's not that your friend won't hurt your feelings. But it's different when your friend hurt your feelings. To somebody that's just being malicious and nasty, them mean girls or them jealous dudes. We ain't gonna leave the men out. Um, but she used to tell us, you don't call everybody friend. That's your associate. And the older I got, the more I understood what that meant. What that meant. So in all the years of traveling and meeting people, I know who to call friend. And I know that he'll be like, "Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you." So I think somebody mentioned a little bit of it. Um, if not, let's talk about those friends that are direct. Those friends that tell you, like, how important do y'all think it is to have that friend that's just direct?
Oh, extremely important. And here's why. Because sometimes we want permission to do the things we should not. So we say, let me tell you something. Blah, 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 blah. Don't you think I should be able to? No, I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
How you going? Because I'm going to tell you because I love you. Why would I lie to you? You wanted the other answer. You wanted to run it by me so you can have somebody in agreement. So if you did it and it didn't work out, you're like, well, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's really important because the friend is, I heard people say this, and I think it's true. It's the family you actually get to choose.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's the person you get to choose. So who we are missing in our life is sometimes choose to be our friends. If I'm missing loyalty, if I'm missing compassion, if I'm missing that person who's going to tell me what's right, not tell me what's right or what's wrong, but to not co-sign on my foolishness,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably who I'm gonna get, or I should get. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
it's very important that we pick surround ourselves with that can make us better.
Yeah.
The same way you would for a spouse, you're just picking that friend, well, not romantically, but going to, oh my bad, the person that's going to help us
Being a friend.
along. Right.
He said being a friend.
BJ, BJ,
Mhm.
don't talk to me,
He
bruh.
said,
Because since we're talking about
right,
keeping it
friend. Let's
real,
be direct, friend. BJ,
uh-uh.
where you at, sir?
Look,
Ah,
look, got the
right,
background talking and
right.
everything. No, that's what friends do.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think also that, friends also bring different perspectives. So when you're acting goofy, you forget maybe your principles or some values that you have because you're thinking goofy. That friend should be able to come back and say, nah, here's a new perspective. Or here's a perspective you should have. Remember when this happened? Let's not travel that route again. And
Yeah.
someone who knows you and knows that this is what you really would do if you weren't being goofy.
Okay.
She was saying
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go.
You need those kind of friends that would hold you accountable, that will call you out on your faults, just like what Corey said. You don't want a person to just be a yes person. You want somebody to
Right.
have your back in good times and in bad times.
Jody Watley.
most of us are friends. Yes, I remember that song.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot about that song. Oh wow.
Okay, our friend BJ said, I love you too. But he said, wish I was there. Sorry I missed this one. Yep. It's just
I mean, thanks for
it's
tuning
just
in,
this one. It's just this one. We plan to do this every year. We plan to do this every year. Yep.
but so prepare.
Yep. So prepare. Everybody knows. You know the first one. Everybody let's see how it goes. And then yep. That's all right. That's all right. So yeah. This is kind of a tough one. When you're in a relationship, right? And your man has done XYZ or your lady has done XYZ. What's y'all thoughts on friends speaking into those things, talking about those things?
Like talking to you about the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. What's your thoughts?
Depends on the friend, right? Your trusted friend. There's some people that I guess who might believe that they have some form of discernment, godly discernment,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe God has spoken to you and said that this is a trusted person, right? That you can talk to about different issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that person comes to talk to me about it, I can receive it better
Yeah.
than someone else who don't have that type of relationship. So I think it depends on the type of relationship that I have with that person who comes to me to speak about maybe the relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to a friend who can't keep a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
who's always messing up, or something just isn't right, or it's always his fault, or it's always her fault. I'm probably not going to talk to that friend
Hmm.
because, you know, they might not give the best advice.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm gonna use a person as an example. Steve Harvey. People sometimes, I don't like him, but people sometimes, I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I'm tripping. Some people say, "Oh, how's he gonna give people relationship advice?" Sometimes the people who have had failed relationships can also teach you something and say, "Right, this is what I learned." Blah blah blah. Now, it does have to be someone who's reflective.
Right.
You probably shouldn't speak to anybody, but
Right.
some of your friends in different areas of their life can give you advice so that you don't have to go down that road or you can avoid things. I think it's cool.
Mhm.
Certain people.
Yeah, right. She said smoke is telling you not to smoke.
I have another question. What you were going to ask was,
Sure.
would you, let's just say a friend, how can I put this? So you're in a relationship, and let's say Donna isn't. Donna sees you're with someone else. Would you expect Donna to tell you?
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Um, I know there's some people that fall out of stuff like that. Yeah.
A lot of people say they wouldn't say anything
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
that they wouldn't want to know. Tell me.
Yeah.
tell me,
Yeah.
because our friendship and my feelings and my growth is gonna be more important than this potential thing that hasn't started off yet.
Yeah.
So tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
A follow up question to that: if you call yourself friends and you have this discernment and got a relationship, like you said, with each other, why would you not have your friend's interest at heart and tell your friend what's going on?
Mm,
Because of the
mm.
jealousy, I find that some of the time, let's say, like, for my
Use
instance,
the
what
mic, sweet.
happened, my friend was getting married, and I found out that her fiance dating somebody else that I knew. When I saw them, oh, no,
Right.
you're not. So I went to tell her right away, and she was in such disbelief that she felt like I was meddling, and
Mm.
I was uninvited to the wedding.
Oh,
We fell
wow.
out for years. They
Wow.
ended up getting divorced. She found out the truth. But I'm looking at it as that, can you come back from that? Because if you were supposed to be mine, imagine how devastated, even though it wasn't about me, but
Mm.
how devastated I was. Because to me, you also, if you're in a relationship, you're not supposed to me. You can't be consumed that now it's almost like that's a earthly idol or something like to you, like they can do no wrong.
I heard you say something in that. You said, although it wasn't about me. Because and that stood out to me because you're right, it wasn't about you. It was about her. And it depends on the relationship, the people. But I would think that after they got divorced, I'm there like this.
You who you got uninvited to the wedding, let's
Yeah,
just say.
yeah. You know why? Now, of course, let me be honest. Yeah, yeah. Let me be honest. Yeah, it would be hard. And I'm not saying it'd be totally that easy. But the key words that you said was it wasn't about me, and that's what made me kind of think like, you know what? Although I was hurt, I was upset. That was her man, her situation. She was the one that was going to be long term hurt by this, and she was, and she was. So that means after you fall, trip, bump your head, get a knot, put some ice on it. I'm here with the ice
As well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I would have to trust.
Well, it's not necessary that you're wrong. It's that was your experience and you were hurt behind it. Yeah, yeah, you were hurt behind it. So had to. So I think some apologies probably should have happened on both ends. But in different relationships, different folks, different strokes. you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't think apology on both ends?
If I'm trying to help, right. If I'm trying to help you, sis,
Okay.
you about to be in a relationship with a man, a marriage with a man who's having other relationships. He's
Hmm.
asked you to marry him. Y'all going to the altar. I'm not gonna apologize for. I tried to warn
N
you.
no, 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 what I mean by apologies on both ends, I'm sorry, I get what you're saying, and
Oh,
because everybody was like, "Huh?" Like, I'm apologizing for it. I'm apologizing for it. Yeah, so when I say apologies on both ends, I learned in counseling a long time ago, and this was in marriage counseling. The person who is right should be the one to apologize, and I couldn't grasp that for a long time. I
I read
had
it
to
in a
realize.
book. I did
Yeah,
read that in the
and
book.
let me tell you how it ended up working because me apologizing to him, right? Not saying that he wasn't obligated as well, and he shouldn't have apologized to me. But me apologizing to him, saying, "Hey, you know what? I know this situation was tough. I know we were both hurt in this situation. I had to go beyond me and think about how he was feeling. Because hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. So really, your behavior wasn't really even directed at me. I was just the person that was there in the midst of it. And what do we tend to do? We hurt the people closest to us. Now you have to make a decision whether depending on the circumstance, situation, you have to make a decision. Am I still going to stay with that friendship or that relationship? Because friendships are relationships. If you have to, you're going to stay with.
But what are you apologizing about? Like, what am I sorry
I was
for?
about to say, how would, because I'm thinking, how would I, what would the apology sound like? I'm so sorry.
So so being sorry and apologizing, different things.
Okay.
So I'm not sorry that I did something because in this situation, I didn't necessarily do anything, right?
Hmm.
But I'm apologizing that you even got to that point, that you felt like you had to behave in this manner. What it did, I promise y'all it worked. What it did, it brought him down where he saw what he did, and he then apologized and then changed behavior. Because apologies have to come with changed behavior. Come on. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's almost like somebody saying, that's like almost somebody saying, I'm sorry you feel that way. Excuse me? You sorry? I feel, no. Apologize for how you made me feel. I can't, I'm still trying to think of what you would have apologized for. I understand that apologizing is supposed to release you from, it's supposed to like release you from holding on to it. Even like apologizing to her is supposed to, the book I read was supposed to release you from the hurt that she caused you by not wanting to be your friend because you gave her information that she should have followed. But how would you, what would you say? Like, what would the apology be? Do you know what I'm saying?
So going back to your comment, Donna, like what popped up into my head, you said that you apologized to him and then that's when he realized what he did. So in my mind, I was like, if I never apologize to you, you're not going to take accountability for your actions. It had to be me apologizing to you for you to have some kind of reckoning. See, that don't work for me.
So
Helping them.
yeah, and pretty much that's what it is. Because what we have to realize again, it's not always about us. And I realized what he was doing in his behavior had nothing to do with me. I'm just there, and he's acting out because grown folks act out. He's acting out. He's dealing with something, and instead of saying to me, "Hey, babe, this is," without going into what the exact topic was, "This is whatever, whatever, whatever." Instead of saying that, he couldn't do that. He didn't do that. But what I did, I gave him some grace in the moment, which opened him up to be able to say, "Dang, thank you." I was a real ass. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
I think I'm thinking probably, we don't always know the whole story of everything that
Yeah.
happened. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there was probably some dialogue that probably happened among the two friends.
Mhm.
And maybe, she was hurt and may have said something that could be perceived as hurtful from the other person.
Mhm.
Brenda, the only reason why you said it is because I'm trying to help you out. And then you saying this to me, well, I'm gonna say something back to you, right? And so maybe apologizing for how I reacted.
Mhm.
I apologize for what I've done and what I've contributed to this altercation, right? But I'm
Mhm.
not sorry that I told you what I told you.
Right.
It's maybe I'm apologizing for my actions afterwards that probably ruined the the friendship, right? And so maybe that's the perspective that you're saying that's what I'm gonna apologize first about, right?
Yeah. That could, yeah. That could be the scenario. That could be the scenario. But I'm telling y'all in this one, it wasn't. I was not wrong. I was not wrong. And it was a growth thing because normally, what? Because when the counselor said it, I was like, that is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't do it. I didn't initially do it. And we kept having the same. And the day I said that to him, it was almost like, "Oop, light bulb."
Mhm.
Because I realized about me. His behavior was not about me. But I gave him some grace. I gave him the open door. What do men say? How they don't really express themselves because they come back and they don't have a safe space. That brother had a safe space. And he know to this day he got a safe space. Corey know what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, okay, what's Kevin?
It says, if I bring information to you about your cheating partner and you exit stage left me, yeah, it's deuces. You, as a friend, should know I wouldn't come to you with hearsay or rumors. Then he says, a friend is not your emotional punching bag.
Yeah, 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 yeah. She said you have your best interest at heart. So how dare you? They can't hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need 4 mics. But yeah, so yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that, and I get what Kevin is saying. And we have to look at what the situation is. That's all we can do. And your situation is exactly what it was. And yeah, it was hurt all the way around. And I'm not saying every situation would be, oh, you dumped on me, so now I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it comes with the situation. So that was a good little segue. I like that we went there. I like that we went there. Because you know, real life relationship growth says we're not just gonna talk about the flowers and the daisies. We're gonna talk about that stuff that people want to fight about, and not because we wanna promote fighting and negativity. But reality is bad stuff happens. People break up. Again, we're not just talking about men and women, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, friendships. People separate, they go apart, and they whatever, and they have their reasons. And sometimes they don't speak up to what those reasons are, and they need to do that. It's important to do that. It's important to do that. And everybody that you call friend today doesn't mean they're your friend tomorrow.
Mhm.
And we got to understand that
Mhm.
because growth, like you could be growing and realizing, what the heck I was hanging with Candy for? Did I really? So, all of that stuff comes with growth. But, when you say what Kevin said and we're talking about what Lex said, we're looking on really on both ends of it, saying, you know what? You dumped on me, you were disrespectful, you did whatever, whatever. So I know I need to remove myself because you were once a friend, and honestly, they could still be a friend. But guess what? She going through some stuff, and now she embarrassed in that situation. She embarrassed. Not only she already knew. Let me tell you that. It could be information they already know. Now the world knows because you said so. But that's what a friend does. That's what a friend does. Other side of that, we have to respect. Being a friend is also respecting that other friend's boundaries.
Mm.
So if she said, "I don't want to know," if he say, "I don't want to know," so you go to your friend and you be like, "Girl," well, not like that, because when we start out like that, we be like, "Girl."
You already know what's
Yeah,
coming.
you are. Me and my sister do that. We call each other. We answer the phone. She be like, "Girl." I be like, "What?" And we know we about to get some juice, some gossip. Yeah, 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 yeah. But when we go to our friend and we like, listen, I wanna share something with you. I saw and they say, nope, nope, stop. I don't wanna hear it. You gotta respect because we but yeah, 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 we have to respect each other's boundaries. We always feel like saying the nice thing is cool, and that's what we supposed to do. But what if somebody says, "No, I'm not I don't wanna hear it. I wanna hear it." What happens then? And you like, "I got you."
I'm going to assume either they aren't ready or they already know you reminder. Because sometimes you can know it, but when somebody else says it to you, it's almost like it kind of forces you into some type of action. Well, am I going to do something about it? And if I do, are people going to feel away?
Mhm.
Like, for example, oftentimes when a man is cheated on by a woman,
Mhm.
it's immediate. Leave her
Mhm.
immediately.
Mhm.
But if you stay, you're gonna get dogged about that forever on the men's side. For us, we're expected to stay, right? But what happens if we do the opposite of what's expected? How what's the response? How are we gonna be looked at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes that information that that friend doesn't want, it's like, hey, I got it.
Mhm.
If you want me to protect your heart in this, you knew I was coming to you. I'm gonna leave it alone.
We got it's hard. Can y'all go out and you see that Negro? It's like,
Right.
ah.
That
In the wall, not on the tire tray, because that can be. Absolutely.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. Uh, Kevin said, "Okay, well, has any of my real life relationship girlfriends had a friendship that had morphed into more than friendship? What is the line in the friendship that shouldn't be crossed?" Ooh, yes. What line should not be crossed? Well, from what I understand, my man should be my best friend.
mm,
So if we started out as friends and it morphed into something more, I don't think there's a problem with crossing that line. Some people since Kevin took us,
I understand why some people are afraid to because it doesn't work out. Friends go back to what it was. What it had. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And
I think it's hard to go back. That's really hard to go back. Once you cross those lines, and now let's be friends. You know, it's very, very difficult. I tried to do that
Mhm.
with someone and tried to like let's just be friends. That was too difficult.
Yeah,
To the point
I
where I'm
agree.
like, hey, you need to date this other person, date this person, date that person.
Yeah,
And when they decided to become serious with someone else, the other person was comfortable with me.
with you.
And
Yeah,
you know what I did? I ended the friendship. I was okay with it. I said, "You know
that's how
what?
you
I
handle that.
agree. I will not call you. I will not." I ended the friendship. Good luck. I wish you well. Because I know you want to establish a romantic relationship with this person.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I love you enough. Go ahead.
I don't need her giving you no
All
problems
best
about
for you.
me.
Don't call
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
You should not have any
yeah.
problems and worries
Uh-oh.
about me.
That's the mic.
I was trying to get my thoughts together. In that aspect, I think because the other lady wasn't comfortable with you, I think there might be some kind of jealousy that was going on, and she wasn't comfortable with how the relationship that you and the other gentleman had.
Right. Definitely
that's friends.
correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But is that fair?
It's life fair.
Is no, no, no. I was talking about the other side of fair. I was talking about the other side. I was talking about the other side of fair. Because I'm gonna be honest. Listen, if I know my man has been intimate with this woman, right? If I, if that's your ace since elementary school, since third grade, that's your ace. We all aces, but y'all have y'all friendship because before I even came along. But if my man has been intimate with this woman and then trying to pursue a relationship with her, I would rather be in that friendship because now there are things, and it's not a level of insecurity, it's not a level of jealousy. I have this thing called guarding the parameters of your relationship.
Right.
And
Right.
anything that can come within those parameters that can cause issues does not belong. Now, she may be the best person, she may be cool or whatever, but y'all done some things. I, You good with that? Yeah, Lex said don't bother her. Why? Well, it's yeah. It's not telling. Well, it's the obvious. It's not necessary that we sat down and he said, we was. It's not necessary that it's just the obvious of a relationship. If you know they were together, necessarily, that's different.
I would guess I think my comment is going to be more on the relationship side. So if we're back to great friends and that my relationship didn't know, that's how I'm asking.
If,
That's what I'm
if
saying.
they didn't know, yeah. If
Right,
if they
right,
didn't know, you saying if they didn't know, if the relationship that you are in now didn't know that you were intimate with this
right. And now
person,
this person is your best of friend. Why would you still tell that?
yeah, yeah. I don't think we would necessarily sit down and have a come to Jesus meeting and be like, guess what?
Right.
Remember?
That's why I said I had a story. So
Yeah. Okay.
sorry. It was a
You're not
guy I
used to the
dated
mic. I know.
in school. And we're homecoming. And I'm standing there just enjoying everything. I see him. I see this woman, and I'm like, okay, they're a thing. He comes up, gives me a hug. We hug. He hugs my and her friend. We all went to school together. We all knew each other. He's like, yeah. She asked me if we used to date. And I'm like, really? Because I was really trying to be standoffish, give you space.
Well, that's
She
why.
sensed it. We
Yeah.
got that. Listen, we got that women's intuition.
Mm-hmm.
You can. It's something about it. You can just tell
That
these
hug
two
was
is
different.
dating. And it could be the same hug for all three. But something about the way he looked
That
at
hug
her
was
and she
different.
looked at him. She knew that we used to date, but we were friends and after. So
Yeah.
I don't think you have to say. I think it happens naturally. I think you can just sense it.
Yeah, cause what if later on somebody says, "Oh, they used to date, right?" Then you're like, "Wait a minute, why did you why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you say something?" Now it look like you're lying. Now it look like you're hiding something, guarding the parameters of the relationship.
The lesson in that story was don't bring your significant other to homecoming. Can't nobody
Nobody
tell
know it.
anything.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to the beach.
So okay, Kevin said, if we cross that line, but we never lied or played on each other, we can go back to being friends. We tried, it didn't work, so back to pre-bumping ugly mode.
Oh, Kevin.
It depends on the person. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible. It depends on the person. It depends on the people. It depends. It depends. But you got to know your person. Guard the parameters of your relationship by knowing how your person would feel or respond to something like that.
Mhm.
Feel or respond to something like that. Gotta know your person. Gotta know your person. He said pre bumping uglies mode.
Is there a
Kevin is something else,
press
boy.
that?
Yeah, right. No, do the Men in Black. You don't remember nothing after this point. You don't remember nothing after this point. Nothing after this point. What about your friends? What about your friends? Man. So y'all, this was a good time. We said we're not gonna stay on long. We're not gonna stay on long, but friendships. The importance of friendships. Um, we have to understand, we have to respect each other's boundaries. We have to respect one another. We have to know that the way we do things is not the way they do things, even though we grew up together since the second grade and fat pencils. We got to know that just because we came up together necessarily, and a friend is a friend is a friend. If you can't talk to your friend and tell your friend how you feel, they hurt your feelings, or you didn't like something, X, Y, Z. A friend is a friend is a friend. If you can't be open and honest with them about things, then you have to question. Because remember, we talking relationship. We talking relationship. Um, and all of these relationships stem off of one thing or another. Off of one thing or another. We have more friends coming in. Hi, friends. Y'all well rested, friends? All right. Y'all, we on live. You coming in? Okay. All right. It's up to you. You welcome. You right. You don't need a mic? Okay. Okay. All right. So we're talking about friends, the importance of those relationships. You got some of them? Who your friends? Candy Dulcie. Oh. Oh. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Junie. I'm from South Florida. We're not into that today. That's it.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
it's
it.
simple.
So remember I told y'all we doing this friends in a weekend thing, right? So friends have brought more friends. Hey Jasmine. Jasmine, they gonna get on camera. Hey sis. Yeah, Candy brought the crew. She brought the crew. She brought the crew. Her friends. Her friends. So being that we said we're gonna do this again, we trying to do this every year, once a year. Friends. We don't know where we're gonna be next year. But up north, somewhere up top,
Somebody,
DC. I'm down with that.
so
I got a friend in DC.
what time of the year we going to? What time of the year we going to up north? And what was the other question I asked you? No, I know it was two. I was like, when? What time of the year?
What time of the year is it?
And what time of the year? Because those two things are very important.
I like snow. Snow. I like. But look, respect your friends' boundaries.
Hello.
This one likes snow, the other one don't like snow. So we got it.
I was kind of watching earlier. I didn't catch the beginning of the question, but I kind of caught the gist of the situation that y'all were talking about. Apologizing for being honest. Like unpack that for me a little bit. If y'all don't mind going like rewinding, because I think somebody had in the chat. What was the conversation? What was the questions? I want to ask some questions.
Yeah, it was BJ, and I told you I was coming back to you. BJ. Coming back. So BJ was like, "What is the topic? The topic is, um, what about your friends?"
Mhm.
And initially, I think I put in the group the topic was going to be, friends. How many of us have them? Same kind of
Yeah, right, right.
same thing.
But y'all talk about
Same.
something specific.
Yeah. We segued into that relationship. Did it come off? It came off
Yeah,
of
it came off of
Lex's
her situation.
Lex's situation.
She had a
So
friend who was
catch me up though. What did you hear and what were you kind of
So I caught the end of the situation. It sounded like a friend brought some information, but I couldn't really hear
yeah.
what the information was. And then I heard, well, did you apologize? I was like, wait, what? Wait.
Oh yeah, you catching bits and pieces.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, you catching bits and pieces. Kind of sort of but not for real. But this is what happened, right? So Lex had a situation. You know what, Lex? Let's cut a situation. I don't wanna mess.
I had a situation where I was supposed to be in the wedding
in the
of
wedding
a
party.
right of a friend who didn't know that her fiance was dating another friend that I had. And so,
Oh,
well, my friend wasn't friends with her, but
okay.
they were both friends with me.
Okay.
And so I finally mustered up the nerve to tell my friend who was getting married, listen, I see your fiance. And when I told her, she I guess was so crushed, instead of taking it as that I'm a good sign, she took it as I'm feeling a busybody and I just didn't have it correct. And then next thing you know, she uninvited me from the wedding and that whole accuse you,
Mhm.
you just don't want me to be happy, blah, blah. And so, but that was it. Then our friendship ended for years. And I think that's when you came with you would apologize.
Yeah. So this is where this part came in, right? In her explaining that, she said she made what stood out to me. It like jumped out of everything she was saying. She said it wasn't about me.
Right.
Her.
Yeah.
She realized it was about her friend.
Mhm.
So I shared something that I learned in counseling. It was in marriage counseling, and the counselor said the person who was in the right should be the first to apologize. I could not grasp that. Oh, look at the face. Look. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Right. Right. So remember the thought that Lex said it wasn't about me, right? So when I did not use the advice that the counselor gave me, we kept having the same issue over and over again. When I decided to use the advice, he then in turn apologized for his behavior, realized his behavior, and there was changed behavior from him because I acknowledged that there was a problem, but I said there's a difference between being sorry and apologizing. So if I'm sorry for something, I'm taking accountability that I did something. Da, 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 da. My apology to him was the fact that he was feeling the way he was, and the situation went as far as it did for him to have the behavior that he did toward me. What I had to realize in that situation was it wasn't about me. It was not about me. His behavior was not about me. I was just the person closest to him. I was the person in his way. In his way. So that's where the apology part that's where it started making sense to me. And it wasn't until I did that that our relationship changed in that manner.
So you apologize. Like, I'm
I'm I really want to say I'm sorry that you being an asshole, but that's not how I put it. You know how you I have this thing called a ask, ASK, tell, TELL. You can ask somebody to do something, but you're really telling them. But it's how you do it. Bill collectors. What?
Okay, so I can kind of get behind the apology thing in a marriage situation because y'all have a covenant. And not saying that in friendships you don't have covenants because it's a relationship too. So if I were to apologize to this friend, my apology would be, you know what? That's your relationship. I apologize for putting my mouth where it shouldn't have been. I'm sorry. Y'all work that out. I'm gonna go and sit over here because I shouldn't have. I should not have any information about the relationship that you were ready to hear. 'Cause she may not have been in a place. She may not have been in a place to receive what was being said. She may
Exactly.
not have been in a place to receive what was being said. And I have a question to Lex. How long was your friendship with the one that was engaged, and how long is your friendship with the one that was not the main person?
So the one that was not the main person, and the one that was engaged, we had been friends for about 20 years.
Okay, now I got a follow up question. Did you check the child? Did you check the childhood friendship and say, "Hey, he's in a relationship with somebody. You need to back off." Well, granted, it's not your place to tell her what to do,
Right.
and it's not your place to him or
Hurt
navigate
people.
that because people
Yeah.
gonna do
Right.
what they
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
Um, I'm friends with him.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so yeah, so the
So was there a conversation with your childhood friend?
Yeah, I actually told the that what was happening. And the
Okay.
childhood friend didn't really care because she wants to be where the fiance is. So she'll keep on with it anyways.
yeah, yeah,
Right. And then the
yeah,
fiance doesn't care because I'm about to be his wife.
right,
So now you're just rubbing it in each other's neck,
yeah.
rubbing, rolling, whatever you like to do
And
back and forth.
one
So
wanted
now
to see who was
it was
gonna
a waste of
win.
my time because
Yeah,
neither one of
yeah.
you guys are about to do anything
Hurt
back.
people, hurt
I
people.
would apologize to both of them. You know what?
I should have mind my business.
Mind your business. Pays me. Clearly, neither one of you think enough about yourselves to understand that you deserve better from this man, and you're both allowing him to do to you what he shouldn't be doing. So, my bad.
But I, but I totally understand you were being a friend
Yeah, you were being a friend to both of
to
them.
both of them.
Yep. Right. You
Yeah,
knew
they
this.
were
You
both
knew
Right,
right. They would have
right.
never made
Cause yeah,
contact.
cause the flip side of it is you knew and you didn't tell me.
Yep.
So you have to be. We have to be. We have to be who we know we should be. We have whether people are going to accept it or not. You know, there's things that we're going to do. There's ways that we are that we have to realize everybody's going to accept this. This is not for them to accept it. But if you're doing something right and you feel it's right, then we have to do what's right. You know. So I do. I feel like you were being a friend. You were being a friend. You were being a friend. The part that I said about because they ended up getting divorced, correct? Yeah, that part. That's when I said I'm gonna be there. Like, yeah,
Friend, I'm gonna be there.
that's my friend.
And I'm not even
You
gonna do
went through
that.
the foolishness. Not even I told you so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's transactional. Our relationship is transactional. If you did what I said and how I said, then we're friends. That's. Mm-mm. Yep.
I'm a believer in your experiences make you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I will never do it again.
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah. And
So if you another situation and a friend, and again, I'll
yeah,
going through
I
the
think it
same
depends. I think it depends on like anything. It depends on the friendship. But you got burned, so now you're like, you know what? The hell with all y'all.
seriously. Mind my business. Way back
You
here,
yeah,
I ain't in it.
yeah, because that would make who you are being who you are.
If that's my true friend, that's my true friend. Yes, I will do it again. I can't control how you respond to what I tell you. I'm not responsible for that. My responsibility to you is listen. Here, I see X Y Z happening. As your friend, I don't want you to. I don't want this. I'm trying to avoid you from experiencing certain things. I'm just gonna bring you the information. Now, what you do with the information that I give you, that's really on you. I'm here to support you either way you go. If you choose to continue, I got you. Yeah,
And that's
want to continue ice cream, chips, we're gonna do all of that together and we're gonna move on.
yep.
But understand, I'm just here to bring the information. You do with it as you see fit.
Yeah, and that's the gist of it. That's the gist of what I was saying. A friend is a friend is a friend. And if you're a friend and you're speaking as a friend and you're acting as a friend, regardless of other people's behavior, you're still going to be that. Yep. Even if they divorced and she went back to him. But guess what? I'm not I'm not involved in that. I'm not involved in that. I'm gonna be your friend. Um I'm a,
Until I'm not.
until I girl, what your birthday again?
We just talked
Oh,
about
we
it.
did. That's good. That's why we just we're like a day apart. December. Yeah, and on the 8th.
It's like what? 8.
Yep. Thank you. But yeah, yeah. Being who you are. So, ladies, would y'all like to say something? Because I have a question. I just have a question that we kind of went around and asked. So, when you hear, can you pass? Yeah, we are. We are. We just we no, no, we are though. But yeah, because they came in, I want them to be able to just be a part. So, when you hear the word friendship, when you hear the word friend, what do you think? What's the first thing that you gotta use the mic though, because they definitely can't hear you.
One word?
No, whatever you think when you hear friendship and friend. Oh, you want to start?
Yeah. Hear friendship, yeah, 'cause when I hear friendship, I think of consistency. Can I count on you? I already know you can count on me. That's what I
Yeah, I think the
Your
first
story.
word that
Okay.
came to mind for me is loyalty. Loyalty and um and I would say too, just like unconditional love, because like I feel like those are the type of friendships that last throughout time. When someone can love you despite where you are in life and what you're going through and the different changes that you go through in life. Those are the friends that are ride or die, and those are the friends that you will carry with you throughout seasons. So because to me, there's a difference between friendships and acquaintances. You
Yep.
so yeah,
Yep. Mm.
Marge.
was y'all able to hear that? Could somebody like pull a thumbs up to
Yeah,
heard
they
my
can.
comment in the background?
They can hear it. When that's green, we know they can hear it. Mm-hmm.
So when I think of the word friendship or friend, I don't know. I guess it's a little tough for me.
Because you was your friend.
Well, yeah, that's Candy. Candy over there, that's my sister. So yeah, that's my friend. One of my best friends. My best friends. I think really just a person who accepts you and is down. Like I'm down for you the way you down for me. I think sometimes we have very stringent views of friendships. Like for me, I would consider myself a low maintenance friend. Like I don't need you to call me every day. I don't need you to, like I'm not really that type of person. But at the end of the day, if I'm there, um, and at the end of the day, if I need you, I would hope you would be there as well. So I don't know. I think it's kind of like I think that's the only way I can really think of it. I'm down for you the way you're down for me.
Yeah. I wanted everybody to answer that question. That's the topic. What about your friends? What about your friends? So, BJ, I don't know if BJ is still here, but BJ said he had some questions and he wanted to know what the topic was. Yet again, BJ, you're late, and the topic was said,
Is this your
and it's on the screen. This is BJ is
And
my
could have
friend,
looked in the
and could have looked in the
because
group.
he's posted in the group.
Post it in the group. He sure did.
Yes, he's seen it.
BJ, yeah, BJ, we love you. We do. We love you. Yeah, BJ solid too. I'll show you a picture of BJ. But that's my boy. That's yeah. BJ is one of my brothers. So, um, we talked about that. Didn't we? We did. Candy said, "Mm." "Look, that's my friend telling me." Mm. All right, all right. Friendship, the importance of it, you guys. The importance of it. Blood is not always thicker than water. Not always thicker than water. Sometimes there are people that come into your life that you need.
and they show you exactly who they are and that you did need them, that's friendship. That So do me a favor, y'all. Love on a friend, call a friend, because this weekend is all about that. It's all about that. Call a friend that you have not spoken to in a minute. Somebody that you don't think about on a daily basis. You may see them on Facebook, or you may come across their name or social media somewhere, TikTok, IG, wherever. Do that favor for me. Think of someone right now. Everybody think. We're gonna pause. Think of someone, 5 seconds. Think of someone you have not spoken to. Y'all didn't fall out. Even if y'all did fall out. Even if y'all, especially if y'all fell out. 5 seconds. We ready? Everybody think of somebody. Those friends are back there taking pictures, so they thought of each other. No, okay. So of course you don't have to say Chi Chi. Yes, it was great seeing you too. Chi Chi's not gonna come back this evening, y'all. So let's everybody. We love you, Chi Chi. Yeah, yeah. Next time, not next time. You live right here, Chi Chi. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen. And stop saying that. Stop saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna call you." Or and I know life gets busy. I'm not saying we got to be in each other's faces constantly all the time. Life gets busy. We have responsibilities and things to do. But I got this thing. When the Holy Spirit drops somebody on my brain, I'm going to be obedient to the Spirit and I'm going to take a minute and call them. Even if I had to schedule it in my phone, I did that twice. Like he put two people on my heart heavy on my mind. And I was like, let me stop what I'm doing and give them a call. So let's do that, y'all. Let's love on each other. Let's call somebody because we don't know who may need us in the moment. We never know. My mother used to always tell me there are angels moving around in this world just for helping someone and doing, and you never know when that's your place and position that day to help somebody else. All right, y'all. This was good. This was good. I appreciate y'all. Ladies, say good night. All right. See y'all next week, Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real life relationship growth. Let me put this up real quick. If you all are not following the YouTube channel, please go and subscribe at Real Life Relationship Growth. We're live every Thursday evening, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Different topics, different subjects. I gotta big up my brothers because regardless of what we think, ladies, sometimes the brothers are heavy on the real life relationship. I have so many that send me different topics, and we get into it and we discuss it. So these men do want to talk, they do want to communicate, but they want a trusted space just like we. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Have a good one.